Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Caldwell Pope has a chance. Shot by McGee, no good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
James to Ball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Throws it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To James. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To James.
Watch that cutter.
Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads just a point. Can't connect. To Ball. Can't connect from inside. To Horford. LeBron James swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on a 3-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Jaylen Brown. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Pass to the rim. Swings it. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
There it is. Al Horford. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Lonzo Ball with the rock. That is great vision to set it up. Caldwell Pope. Off the iron. No good. To Ball. Kuzma. Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball at the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Celtics have it.
I got ball. I got ball. That's up, baby.
To Jaylen Brown. Irving tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
James down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Has a look. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Irving with the basketball. 2-point advantage. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Kyle Kuzma. Sets him up. Flushes down the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Celtics have it. Tatum. Oh, that's how it's done.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Ball into the front court. Down 3. Runner here won't go down. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Horford. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. The follow won't go either. to James. Not today. Irving into the front court. Up by 3. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
James, and a pass stolen by Boston. Irving to Jaylen Brown. From long range, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
James can't get past the defender. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. No good. Missed them both. Irving brings the ball up court. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw's good for Irving as he finishes off the 3-point play, adding to the Celtics lead. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. James. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court, it's Irving. It's a 9-point lead. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LeBron James with the rock.
Screen come.
Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Here's Irving into the front court. The lead is 11. Lets it fly from long range. That's rebounded by Beasley. To Caldwell Pope. Scores from the post.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Irving. To James. Aaron Baines pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rozier. And the rebound taken by Caldwell Pope. James. Kyrie with the rock. Goes to the right side. Tatum. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Irving. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Beasley. Has a chance. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Irving with the basketball. Up 5. To Marcus Morris. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You know, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
LeBron James. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Boston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rondo into the front court. Down 5. Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed, when you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble. Look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And count the basket inside.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Horford. For three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here.
Everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end. He was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Hayward cleans it up and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here's Rondo with it. They're down 3. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown. And number 13.
Two for 2 on that trip. To Marcus Smart. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Huge block. Into the front court comes Rondo. They trail by 1. To Caldwell-Pope. Has a look. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. That's not his range. It's no good. Marcus Smart, good touch. From 18 feet at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
LBJ with it.
I got him.
Has a chance. LeBron James. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LeBron into the front court. His team up by 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Can't convert the free throw. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Deep two there, won't go. LeBron with it up top. We're a minute into the second quarter. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Now 4 for 9.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Marcus Morris with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Celtics have it. Trying to cash in. Rozier, shot no good.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Send him down, send him down.
James goes to the left side. Rondo buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Rozier. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Rondo with the basketball. Leads one. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range. Lakers ball. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Irving to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And, Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. To Marcus Smart. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lonzo controls the offense. Shot won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
James into the front court. Down by 1. LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good.
Stepping in for the Boston Celtics, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Live 19.
And he makes them both. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Surveys the floor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Count the free throw as well. Los Angeles has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. James to Caldwell Pope. Deep left corner. Kyle Kuzma. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Irving.
NBA Live 19.
James to Ball. Oh, Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Tatum. And knocks it down. Jay for the defender. Tough to get.
Live 19.
Gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Irving to Marcus Smart. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kyrie Irving can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Substitution being made in this one. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Kyle Kuzma. Great pass to set it up. Here's James with a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Has a chance. Shot by Tatum won't fall.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Just off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And hits off a killer step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James to Ball. Not that time. To Irving. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Ball to James. Beyond the arc for three. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To James. A big finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Irving. It's LeBron with the rebound. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Timeout Boston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Tatum.
Stay in front of him. Watch the shot. Watch the shot.
That's how you defend. To James.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Ball. 4-3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Brown into the front court. They trail by 2. To Marcus Smart. Doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Jason Tatum tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Kyle Kuzma. He's looking for that touch. To Jaylen Brown. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Ball to James. Works it. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Kuzma snatching it out of the air. From long range, Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. To Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw. LeBron James trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he can't convert the free throw. to Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
James. And he drains it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. He'll try to design something here for the final possession of the half. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Straight on three. At the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jaylen here with your halftime report. The Lakers have themselves a narrow lead. For them to get the lead, I see it happening with their transition game. They've done a great job today of working the fast break offense. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics aren't down by too much at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Rebounds. Game track. Rebounds.
While there isn't a stat for effort, you can certainly use offensive rebounds as part of the formula. These squads have been attacking the offensive glass and keeping possessions alive.
Player of the half.
The chosen one really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers have the lead, but not by much. What I like from these guys is how well they work the transition game, using stops to start breaks. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Rebounds.
The second efforts from these squads have been phenomenal, with plenty of offensive rebounds between them. It makes you wonder, though, where's the second effort on the defensive half of the court? That's the side that can use some improvement for both of these teams.
Player of the half.
LeBron James most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. For them to get the lead, I see it happening with their transition game. They've done a great job today of working the fast break offense. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics have kept it close after 1 half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Rebounds.
Never give up on the play. That's what every coach tells you all the way back to grade school. And that's what we're seeing here tonight with the effort on the boards.
Player of the half.
The chosen one. And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. What I like from these guys is how well they work the transition game, using stops to start breaks. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Jaylen Brown. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
It's good and one.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. To Jaylen Brown. Not that time. To Marcus Smart. Tatum. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Missed the second one as well. Kyrie across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Time to shuffle things up. Irving. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Surveys the floor. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving to Hayward. Has a chance. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. 4 out of 7.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest.
And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
Irving into the front court. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
LeBron James. That's no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
That won't go. To James. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
Irving. And McGee there for the rebound. Ball with the basketball. Up 5. Layup goes down. Well done.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Irving to Hayward. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the rebound comes down to Brown. Into the front court, it's Irving. Right now, down 7. And Gordon Hayward, 0 hesitation as he knocks it down for 3.
I know he's about...
Live 19.
volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
There's the toss. Celtics have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Ball brings the rock up court and stuffs it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Oh, emphatic slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Lonzo with it. Leads 1. To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
And he hits.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Runner's good there.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Ball with it up top. Leads forward. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And scores. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, and he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Ball. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Easy path to the rim.
That transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Flushes down the slam.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Irving to Horford. Deep left corner. To Hayward. For three. And the rebound clear by Ingram. Ball. Terrific vision. Looking for his man. Irving with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
To James. Cruises inside for two.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lays it in with the touch off the alley-oop pass.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's shooting 85% in this game. And he misses that one free throw. Kyrie across the timeline. Up by three. Fires the three. Count the triple.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
It's James controlling the offense. JaVale McGee to Ball. James. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Irving into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Tatum. That no good. Off the mark. JaVale McGee lobs it up. Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Into the front court, it's Irving. 2-point advantage. Here comes the screen. Irving gets it in the left corner. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Rozier. Goes to the left side. Tatum. And McGee there for the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Irving to Rozier. Going to launch beyond the arc, and that's rebounded by the Lakers. Lakers at the controls right now. James knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Ball. JaVale McGee. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Irving to Rozier. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To James. JaVale McGee to Ball. Down for McGee. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Los Angeles, they have it. JaVale McGee stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Catch up, baby.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Rondo had made his first couple, but he misses there. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here's LeBron for two. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Has a chance. Rozier shot no good. To Beasley. Caldwell Pope. A pass down low to Beasley. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Tatum. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
James, he engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Beasley's shot won't go. JaVale McGee with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Rondo's shot won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. James throws it up, and a pass stolen by Boston.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
And the finish off the nice step through.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Irving to Rozier. 4-3. And it's good.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis because they show up in the fourth.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Al Horford swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Horford to Irving. Tatum. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Rondo into the front court. All even here in the fourth. To Kyle Kuzma. Gets a look. Can't hit. Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. It's James controlling the offense. Over to the right side. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Kyrie across the timeline. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. And scores plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Al Horford trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Missed the foul shot. Ball into the front court. His group now down 2. To Caldwell Pope. Trying to cash in. Off the assist.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shot from in close. No good. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball to James. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
James down for McGee. Here's the step back. Irving brings the ball up court. To Hayward. The jumper's off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Al Horford pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Out of bounds the call off Gordon Hayward. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys trail now by 4. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Irving. Second effort. And a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
LeBron into the front court. The lead is 2. Here comes the screen to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Kyrie with the rock. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Ball with the basketball. They lead it, 4-point game. It's James, no good. Irving. Crazy shot that time, no good. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Ball. Deep right corner. Down for McGee. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Boston with the basketball. Irving goes to the right side. Tatum. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Gets it in the right corner. He shoots. Oh, off the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And the finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
LeBron with it up top. Leads just a point. To Caldwell Pope. Ball. Caldwell Pope. And the rebound taken by Brown. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. James into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. To Ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball. Goes to the left side. Has a look. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle and not landing.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Has a chance.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. James to Kyle Kuzma. Goes reverse to lay it in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Here's James. Deep two there, won't go. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads three. Hayward. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Screen coming. Irving. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Irving. Deep left corner. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Hayward. To Irving. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Across the timeline comes James. His guy's down 3. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. 17-footer for the win. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a close game. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers just couldn't close this one out. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time.